Hey everybody, it's Brittany here. I'm just making a video because I just got home from Beachbody's Super Saturday down here in Miami, and I gotta be honest, I've never gone to a Super Saturday before, and I will tell you why. Um, Usually on Saturdays I'm busy coaching things, or I'm usually busy on Saturday mornings, so that's an honest truth. Today I had a Saturday off, so that was perfect. And B, I don't really know many coaches down here in the Miami area. So I've always just been kind of nervous about going to one of those events all by myself, which is weird because I do a lot of things by myself, but for some reason I've just not gone to these because I don't have anybody to go with. So I decided this morning, I woke up and I saw one of the top coaches. She's just like a mentor from afar for me. One of her posts was about her Super Saturday that she was attending, and I was like, man, you know what? I need to get my butt in gear. I'm going to look and I'm going to see if there's one near me. And lo and behold, there were a couple in my area, and this one sounded the best. I paid $16 for my ticket. I mean, it was perfect. So paid 16 bucks, got ready, drove my little butt there, and I'm so glad that I did because it rejuvenated me in my business. It let me be around people who think the way that I think, and are inspired the way that I'm inspired, and are passionate the way that I'm passionate. So it was just really motivating. So I guess my first thing that I want to encourage you guys to do is find a Super Saturday. I believe the next one is July 25th, which is right after Coach Summit. And find a Super Saturday near you and just get courageous and go. Just go, because it really is game-changing in this business. It kind of inspires you to be more, do more, and grow more. So I'm going to start by, I've got like a whole thing of notes that I took. So I'm going to start by talking about the upcoming releases this summer. So at Coach Summit, there's a new Shaun T program coming out that I'm sure most of you have heard about. It's called Cize, C-I-Z-E. And it's basically just like total fun dance class workout that's all sweaty and like hip hoppy and super fun. And the way they describe it is that it's for anybody, that everybody can dance, and that they break down the moves for you. And he explains them like moves that he says everybody's done these moves before. So he even gave one like you're in the post office and somebody walks by you and you just want to like throw them off. And it was so silly. But anyway, I laughed out loud like a crazy person. But anyway, he breaks down the moves in real things that people can relate to. Like, oh, I've grabbed something before and put it down. So it's basically for anybody, and no equipment required, and totally going to be a game changer for Beachbody. So I'm super excited for that one to come out. They're also coming out with performance enhancements this summer. So kind of like how Gatorade has their whole line of like pre-workout, during your workout, post-workout, drinks, and things like this. Beachbody's created their own. And Beachbody, they don't do things artificially, they don't cut corners, so they've taken time to develop the perfect performance enhancements that don't, destroy your body with artificial things and whatnot. So there's a pre-workout energy drink, there's a during workout drink that's meant to hydrate you and fill you with more electrolytes, and then there's a post-workout recovery shake that I believe is chocolate, and then there's even an overnight drink that recharges your body overnight, getting rid of lactic acid and all those kinds of things. So another game changer. Like I'm so excited for this one, especially as a runner myself. This is something that, people who do Beachbody programs can drink this kind of stuff, but any athlete, your friends that do CrossFit, your friends that cycle, your friends that are marathoners, your friends that, do bar classes or whatever, like this is for anybody who's an athlete. So this is also perfect for your business. So those are the main things that are coming out this summer and that we have to look forward to. And so that was, that's that. But they also had, at my personal one, they had lots of top coaches in the area talking about, their rise to the top and kind of sharing that, everybody starts as a coach. Everybody in this business starts as a coach. And that's the coolest part, is that you start as a coach and then you take your business wherever you want to take it, that it's your job, and that there's going to be hard times in your business, but to persevere and keep pushing, and that in order to make these dreams come true and to really ultimately get where you want to go, this business does take sacrifice. It takes hard work. It takes energy. And they talked about that it doesn't happen with chance. The vice president of Beachbody was there, so he talked about that it doesn't happen with chance, that it happens with hard work, purpose, and intent, and that you not only have to be consistent. We talk about consistency in our team a lot, but it's not just consistency, it's persistency. So consistent and persistent. I love that. And that there's highs and lows. They also said that you can't just dip your toes in the water. You can't just try it a little bit. It's not going to work. You have to get wet. You got to get all in, all or nothing, and you've got to just take a chance. So I was really inspired by this, and I really would love if, some of you guys really took that to heart too, that message about just getting all in. Don't just put your foot in the water and take a little taste or a little dip. You're really not going to get the full effect. You just got to go for it. Hopefully that inspires some of you guys. And then they just talked about some of the new things that you can see on the website with the new leadership ladder, and they've organized our training academy in our Coach Online office so much better, so you can break it down by if you're Coach rank, what does that mean, and what do you need to do to advance your business, if you are Emerald level rank, Ruby, Diamond, etc. And it's so much more organized in that back office now. So if you haven't checked it out, I encourage you to go check it out. It's such a useful resource for us as coaches. And then, let's see, then they had two coaches, elite coaches, get on and talk to us about one. Alyssa Shoemaker talked about getting customers started right, and our very own Michelle Myers talked about getting coaches started right. So we got to hear both the customer side and the coach side. And, they were saying it's just not enough to sell challenge packs. You can't just sell a challenge pack. A lot of times we sell a challenge pack, or we might sign a coach, and we think that our job ends there. Like, I did it. I sold my challenge pack. There's my job. No, that is when your job begins. And so Alyssa Shoemaker, she gave me, I wrote down a bunch of bullets. I think the people next to me probably thought I was crazy because I was like the only one writing and taking notes, but I was like this the whole time. But she had some major bullets. First off, she said when she starts customers, that she has them fill out a form. And that's something that I do too. That's something I've shared with my downline. And if you need that link again, if you're not my personally sponsored coach, I'd be more than happy to share the Jot form that I use. But I use jotform.com, and I have them fill out a form so that I don't have to, I start the initial conversation with them when they're really interested. But from there, I take it to the Jot form at an appropriate time so that I can get them to just kind of get all their thoughts in one location, so that I have it all in one spot for me to stay organized, but also so that I don't miss anything when I'm asking them questions about why they want to do this with me. She says that she likes to get them on the phone after they've done that and talk through what has worked in the past in their fitness and what has not worked in the past. And I thought that was a really cool thing because, when you kind of get them talking about what's worked for them before, then they already know, okay, well, I should keep doing that in this next journey. And then when they've seen, okay, but that didn't work, then they know kind of where to steer clear of on this next journey with you so that they can ultimately have success. I thought that was awesome. She also says on the phone she likes to ask them, why is this time going to be different for you? And really get that answer from them. And I think that that's a really important point. I know I don't do that enough with my new clients, is really to see, why are we going to have a different relationship? Why is it going to work this time? Why do you believe that I'm going to be the saving grace this time rather than every other thing you've tried in the past? She encourages them to do the challenge pack so that they have the full effect, the fitness, the nutrition, and the support. And so obviously it's not just about selling that for Success Club points, but it's believing that we know that those three things combined are going to give them the best results possible, and to really encourage them without pushing that that's the route that they should go when they're going to purchase something from you. She talked about all of the different things that she does in each of her weeks. So she starts her first week off with goal setting, meal planning, and prepping in those groups. In the second week, they start their workouts together. They talk a lot about nutrition, snacking, eating on the go, what to eat in restaurant situations. And they do talk through cheat meals and what does that mean for them? Where are they at with that? Talking about artificial foods, encouraging them to post what they're eating, et cetera, et cetera. But I thought this was awesome because I haven't been doing this and I want to try this. In the third week, she separates them into teams, 2 teams on her group, and she challenges them with things like stop, drop, and plank in random places, or like a water challenge or push-up challenges, things like that. And she puts them on separate teams, and then those teams have to work together in the third week to do whatever that challenge is for the day, whether it's a plank challenge or a water challenge. And so it gets the challengers working together, which is something that I've been brainstorming a lot about lately. How do I get my challengers to work together more? And this I was like, aha, that's awesome. Like that forces them to, without realizing it, they don't feel forced. They're just, they gotta do what their team's doing. And if somebody did their push-ups, I don't want to be the one that didn't do the push-ups for the team. So I thought that was a really cool idea. And then they just talked about in the fourth week moving it more to individual challenges and individual prizes for people kind of stepping it up in the ending part of the challenge group. And then Michelle talking about getting coaches started right. She always encourages that Shakeology HD is a #1. So if you're a coach on this team and you're working this business and you're not on Shakeology Home Direct, I encourage you right now today to really think that through, because it's the premier product that we have as coaches, and it's what sets the tone for your business. It truly does. It's not just a shake. It's not just something that you drink daily. It's setting the tone for how serious you are about the company that you work for. And if you're trying to make this a business and you want other people to drink Shakeology and you encourage them to, and you're not drinking it, that's going to look a little strange. People are not going to put as much trust into you as their coach. So if you are a coach on this team, I highly encourage you to really think about your Shakeology. Shakeology is it's the answer to the question of like, what food should I eat? It is a no-brainer. It's like the most mindless, healthiest thing that you're going to have. And I know you all know this, so I'm not preaching. That's it. She also said that Michelle has her Getting Started Right video series, her new coach series, training series, and it's all on YouTube. If you've never seen her new coach training series, I encourage you to go watch some of those. She's got 10 videos, and if you are a coach working your business and really trying to build a team, I encourage you to start making those videos and start getting those out on YouTube so that when you sign new coaches, you don't have to say the same thing over and over and over again. It's going to be a time saver for you because you can simply just send them to the links, and then they can watch and they see your face, they hear your voice, and they know your authenticity in what you're doing. Goal setting. She talked about goal setting, that goal setting is so important for new coaches and that you ultimately want to know their short-term goal, but also their ultimate goal so that you can see where are you going to help them along the way. Is it something where you want to, give a lot of attention to this coach because they really, really, really want to take this and fly? Or are they just a coach that they just want a couple dollars here and there and they don't need your attention as much in that way? So it's important for you and your coach to kind of be on the same page, know what direction you guys are going to be walking together in this journey. She said it's important to get them into a Coach Basics group. I know that Emily hosts a lot of groups with Team 180. I host groups also as well, Team Our Victory. So just get plugged in. You've got to get plugged into, even if it's not your personal coach, your upline, get plugged in and join a Basics if you're a brand new coach. And just know that it's a process. That is, as a new coach, it's a process. You're not going to know everything at once. Your new coaches need to know that it's going to take time. It's going to take energy. It's going to take hard work. But ultimately, it's you, the new coach, that needs to do it. Your upline coach can't do this job for you. If you want this job, if you have goals in mind and there's things that you want to accomplish in this business, it's going to be your job to do it. And that's so exciting. It's my favorite part of it is I'm in the driver's seat. I'm in control of what I'm doing. So if you're a new coach on this team, I encourage you to really think through that. What is it that you have to do to make your business excel forward? And if you're not a new coach, if you are trying to sign coaches, make sure that you give them that chance to do things on their own and spread their wings and fly. Encourage them, but don't do it for them. And man, there was just so much. Oh, and then they talked about, so summits in July, mid-July, and then they talked about what summit are you going to hit before summit. So they're like, don't leave this room without goals, don't leave this room without dreams. If you want to change more, then you have to want to change more than you want to stay the same in this business. So whatever it is that you want to change, whether it's a financial situation or a health situation or your downline or you want to run better challenge groups, whatever you want to change, you've got to want that so much more than you want to just be where you are right now. So I thought that was really inspiring. And don't be afraid to share with others. A lot of times, you're never going to know the power of your message and the power of one silly post. You think this post is like, who cares? You never know the impact that post has. Even for people who don't necessarily like that post or comment on it, there's people watching you, and you've just got to remember that as coaches. So I challenge you in the next 90 days to define what your summit's going to be. What is your summit going to be? Even if you're not attending summit, before the end of June, before the end of July, what is your summit? Where is your mountaintop, and how are you going to get there? I challenge you to create great experiences for people, customers, followers, your downline, anybody you're interacting with in this business. And I challenge you also to qualify for Success Club. We still have a couple days left of April. You've got time still to make it happen. We've got great promotions still going on with Pio and the Ultimate Reset, as well as P90X3, I believe. So make sure that you get out there and share the products with people and get, maybe start a challenge group up so that you can qualify for SC in April. And I challenge you to do it again in May. And I'm going to even take it one step further and challenge you to do it again in June so that we can kick off this summer in an awesome, awesome way. So I know that was long-winded. I know that I just literally went through like 7,000 pages of notes with you guys. Thank you for watching. And, like I said, I've never been to one of these before. I hope you can hear from my voice how insanely passionate it made me today. I am nasty right now. I got my water right next to me. I just finished working out because I got home and I was like, I got to drink my shake. I got to work out. I got to do this. I got to do that. And it just makes you feel so energized when you go to these events. So I hope, since if you weren't at an event today, that this helped, kind of inspire you to maybe attend the next one. And let's just make this a great end of April and kickstart into May the right way. Any questions, as always, you can personally message me or just comment below. Talk soon, guys.